Hello everyone, it is Ed with Dual Brain MTG, and today we are going to discuss real value of magic cards. Let's talk about it.
I have come here to chew bubblegum and kick ass, and I'm all out of bubblegum.
So the real value of magic cards is kind of like, there's a lot more to it than just looking up prices, right? It's kind of a misnomer, as in it's more complex than just value. Looking up prices is never really going to get you anywhere when it comes to the actual amount that you're going to get from, like, if you decide to sell, or like what you should expect if you're selling. So look, we all know that magic cards have real world value, but the real value that I'm talking about today is more about liquidity and how fast you want to sell your cards. That matters a crazy amount. So liquidity meaning, do you need to sell now? Is there an emergency? Or do you have time to sell and you could take your time recovering more? So, like, more, and when I say more, recovering more from like individual card or sealed investment, right? And when I say sealed investment, understand that sealed old boxes are the gold standard when it comes to these types of products. It's almost like currency in the magic world. We got Ash gonna join us for this conversation. Is it that interesting? I don't know. It seems to me like just something else I'm talking about. But hey, buddy, come to talk about real world value of magic cards. All right, that's awesome. We have a company over here. So, like, listen, boxes again are almost like, I'm petting him now. Are almost like currency in the magic world. You're gonna get the most closest to real world value that you're gonna get from any other item, like single packs or loose cards. Boxes will end up, there's kind of like a floor on them. Like, they have a certain value that there are many people out there willing to pay. And it's not just what's in the box, it's how few are left, people wanting to draft it. Okay, there's a lot going on in the box market. We're not talking about today. We're not talking about that today. Just to say that boxes are like a blue chip investment in the magic world if you're going to invest. You know what I mean? Like, the real value, the real world value is higher. The percent return that you'll get back is higher for boxes. Man, I freaking messed that one up crazy. Okay. So, and when I say the real world value, that's like eBay last sold, is because that's what's going. That's what's happening right now. So let's talk individual cards and timelines for selling. Like, you're going to get the least amount for, a large amount of low end cards that you have to fire sell. And when I say the least amount, it's going to be probably 50% of retail. And, you could always just go to buy list them and just get the credit like that. That's going to be your basement value for a fire sale. Buy listing for cash. Remember that. If you want to look at truly what your cards are worth and worth today, like right now, like you're going to get a check, go look at buy list cash value. Okay. So yeah, that's definitely the floor. You're not going to get full value. You might get 50%, 60%. You could also do that with Rudy. There's a lot of options when it comes to liquidating en masse. Actually, Rudy won't buy that low end stuff. So yeah, you're looking at buy list. That's probably your best option. If you decide to sell all this stuff yourself on eBay, you'll get a little bit more, like probably 80% of your value. But remember, there's going to be a lot of fees. There's going to be a lot of hassle, and there's going to be a lot of weight between you and your money. And some bullshit might happen. There's not a lot of, there are a lot of good buyers and good sellers out there, but there are some shitty people out there who are trying to, pull some shit and take your money. You're exposing yourself to that on eBay or, other platforms too. TCG player, again, same thing. I mean, they're good options. You're going to get more money out of it, but the hassle involved, there's a lot more of that. So you got to weigh how you're trying to sell and where you're trying to sell, right? Now, if you have a bunch of high end cards and you have a long timeline, now you're talking about you're at least going to get retail. Like if you have high end graded cards and you grade them and you wait 4 years, look, you're not just going to get retail. You can get multiples of retail of the original price and multiples of the retail currently. You know, you have a nice 9.5 of Chains of Mephistopheles. You bought it. This is actually a weird example of mine. I bought it for $700 about in 2015, and that's what 7 years later. But it's worth like, I don't know, 4 grand, 5 grand, something like that now. You know what I mean? So it's like time and the like level. There's a lot going on to consider real world value. So to sum it up, buy list, that's your floor. That's what the real world value of the cards are in near mint. Now you can sell on other places like eBay and TCG Player. You'll get a little bit more, but you'll face a lot more hassle. Or you could just take your time and kind of aim for the high end, and then there is a lot less hassle. You just have patience and you'll do fine. So, real world value of your cards. Remember, don't look at, MTG stocks or retail price from Card Kingdom. You look at the Card Kingdom buy list cash price. That's your bottom line. Can't get any lower than that, right? So, real world value, it's about timelines. It's about your stomach for holding things. It's about how you got your cards. It's about your plan for your cards. And honestly, if you're trying to have quick money and quick high percentage returns, that's probably the riskiest way to do things. You might lose your money, or you might just tie up your cash in a bunch of penny stocks. And this is why I don't preach buying penny stocks from Ice Age and all that. Yes, they can spike. The reserve list cards that are $1, $2, they can spike, and they can spike hard, but they also drop hard when the market retracts. Look at what gets hit hardest. It's cards like that. It's cards like Revised that popped last time. I mean, there's 200,000 of each rare, something like that. It's crazy, the Revised print run. I don't know if it's like that. Somebody correct me, please, in the comments. But the Revised print run is nuts. Anyway, guys, you're going to buy any of this stuff today, remember to use my TCG Player affiliate link. Remember to like and subscribe. Ash here, he thought it was a good video, and, he would subscribe if he had thumbs. Check out my Patreon. We have channel memberships. There's even an Ash emoji. And before we go, he wants to say hi. Yes. Have a great day, everyone. Take care. Peace.
That's it, man. Game over, man. Game over. What the fuck are we gonna do now? What are we gonna do?
Maybe we could build a fire, sing a couple of songs, huh? Why don't we try that?